kind of know what I'm doing. Again, not a professional, but you know, so I'm just gonna throw that disclaimer. All right, we got it. Up great. Freaking Harbor Freight. Freaking. Well, maybe we need to get freaking turbos or superchargers. I cannot believe we got to take this transmission out again. And we just did it, what, like a year and a half ago? Or last season?
Yep.
What's going on, everybody? Sorry, it's probably been like 3 or 4 months since we've done a video, but the last time we were at Glamis, we actually seized this thing up, or not seized the motor, but the transmission. I don't know, I blew out reverse gear or something happened to it, but it locked up on us when we were out there. So literally this thing has been parked since that last trip. I mean, if you look at the thing, it's you see the axle in the front, bolts over here, freaking tie straps, rags. This thing's a mess. But anyways, before we get into the video of what we're going to be doing, again, I've said this before in previous videos, for all the subscribers that we've had, that we have gotten, it's only been about a year and a half, thank you. You know, if you like this content, we're going to try to film twice as much as we did this upcoming season than we did last season. So if you like these videos and what we're doing, like I said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. You know, we appreciate it. You know the standard stuff that you hear: like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. But and then also a little bit of a change is we do have a little bit of merch available, or we do have it available. You can see this hat right here. This one's like a snapback Dune Flixx. Let me see. My son here, he's got Barrett. He's got like a flex fit Dune Flixx hat, and then this is one of the shirts that we have. We have like 3 or 4 other designs. You check it on the website. We got stickers, koozies, sweatshirts, all kinds of stuff. You can just check it out. And like I said, you can support us by getting any of that. So I really appreciate that. So what we have for this thing is we're going to be removing. I'm no pro mechanic by any means, but we have removed this transmission before, so kind of know what I'm doing. Again, not a professional, but so I'm just going to throw that disclaimer out there right now that so if I can give any tips or tricks or show you that it's actually not that bad, that's the goal of this video. But I am definitely not a pro, and I'm sure I might see it in the comments, oh man, you did that wrong, you're not supposed to do that. So you know what, here we go. But what we got here is an MD4S 2D transmission. I wish I had an S4 sequential. And during our last trip, like I said, we were just cruising down Sand Highway. It kind of made a weird noise earlier when we were up in the dunes, but I didn't really think anything of it. There was no grinding, there was nothing weird, but something up was with the shifting. But I'm like, let's head back to camp, like something's not right. And then we were cruising down Sand Highway in second gear, just not even going fast, and then it just locked up out of nowhere. I mean, locked up, tires seized, the engine stalled, and then it wouldn't move. And that's why you see the axle missing here. We had to remove the axle when we were out on Sand Highway. Now, a few things that I see wrong here. There's some oil over here, so I think it might be from the dipstick. I need to get a new seal or an O-ring in there for the dipstick. But there's also been a little bit of oil that we've noticed coming from between the transmission and the motor. So that either could be possibly a rear main seal, like where the pilot bearing is, rear main, or it could be like the main seal or the seal with the output shaft of the transmission. I'm hoping it's not that, because maybe some oil was leaking out there. This thing ran dry on oil when we were out there, hence why it seized. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not that bad, but there has been some oil. You can also see some here by the slave cylinder, the arm, and all that. So I don't know. We're gonna get into it, but basically And then there's other things, like if you notice that we, since Bear and I actually have this jacked up, look at the, look at the bushings right here, where the rear, the trailing arms. So we're gonna have to replace those. We might do all that in a future video coming up, but I know all that's gonna have to be done. The other side's just as loose. So anyways, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get these paddles removed. We're gonna throw on these little rollers here just because it's easier to get around the garage.
Little donuts.
Yeah. And then we shut this. We have to get, I don't have a cherry picker, because in order, when we remove this transmission, I have to lift it up 2-3 inches. So we loosen up the motor mounts, and I get a strap kind of around the front of the motor, and we just lift up the motor 2 or 3 inches while still leaving it in place so I can get the transmission out. I don't have a cherry picker, but I do have this Harbor Freight ceiling winch that we mount right here. We mount up here on this, you know, this is lagged into the roof, into the beams, and then we put that strap there. I know it sounds funny. We put that strap up there, just to give it a little more support. We've done it before, it's fine, but you know, pretty sure it'll be strong enough to support this weight.
Probably.
And then, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, we got it. Got the little tires on. We're in here sweating, freaking pouring sweat. Got the little donut tires on. This thing sits way low now. Really easier, it's less far of a drop for us when we're taking that transmission out. And battled, but we got this winch mounted. It works. So yeah, we'll be able to. We just got to scoot this thing over so it can line up under the hook and with the strap, and then we can get things moving here. So we already got it all. Wow, we don't have it jacked up yet. I don't have the weight of the motor lifted off yet, but I got to get this skid plate off so we can access all the bracket bolts on the transmission. And that's actually, you know, one of us, when we get further along, is going to be kind of holding up the transmission a little bit. One of us is going to be kind of pulling it through that open area between the seats. It seems like a hassle, but believe me, once it's out, it's like, wow, you save so much time by not removing the seats, removing the harnesses, you know, removing the wire harness from the motor, removing the fuel cell. There's actually a lot of things that it's kind of a pain, but in the end, you're actually saving a lot of time.
Yeah, the seats were annoying.
Oh, yeah, it was the worst. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this off. Oh, great. Freaking Harbor Freight. Freaking, I literally think I just stripped that out. Are you serious? No way. Ugh. All right, let's see. Oh no. Not so lucky with this one. Nope, we're screwed. Dang it. Are you serious? All right, I think we got it. Totally thrashed it, but I was gonna have to try to get like a easy out, or you know, drill it out and then do kind of a reverse thread, but I think we actually were able to grip on. Damn, it's hitting the skin plate. Come on. Come on, baby. Don't want to scratch the skid plate here. Gotta be careful. Oh yeah, I think we got it.
Hopefully it's just not the washer spinning.
Well, it is, but I think we got the bolt. Is it still spinning?
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Is the bolt spinning?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Woo!
That
Okay.
one's bad.
We're gonna throw that one over there.
Yeah, let me see it for a sec.
Oh yeah. Okay. Not using this on these. Actually, you're probably gonna have to get those. My gut is too big to fit underneath here.
Yeah, take the camera.
Oh. You're gonna have to hold it with your arm or something. It's gonna come down. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let it hit that tire. There you go. All right, so this is one of the good ones. Yeah, I'll probably get some more of those.
Yeah, don't even bother with the other ones.
No, I mean, these are nice because they're round, so that, you know, they kind of roll off if you run over anything per se. These kind of poke out so they'll catch on something, but those are no good anymore.
Yeah.
You could definitely see, you know, and there shouldn't be in this gap in here. I was looking at a friend's, which, by the way, I didn't mention it in the video, but, you know, this is well, it's an LS6, I was told, but technically I still believe it's an LS1 block, and they might have thrown just some LS6, like 243 heads, and, you know, maybe it has some internals or something. But whatever, LS1, LS6, but I still don't think this gap should be in here, because, you know, sand and debris can get in there, so I don't know if there's a plate or something we can get fabricated there. Ugh. There you go. That's crazy. We're actually just getting ready to do some more filming, and then just out of nowhere, it just starts pouring rain. Wasn't even expecting rain today. Does that work? Or go a little more?
Yeah, a little more.
So I'm an idiot, and you know, in the filming earlier when we were on the other side, I wasn't thinking, and I'm like totally it's like this is a transmission removal video, and I'm sitting over there on the other side like, oh, we're gonna remove this and this. The axle shaft has already been removed, so that's all we need to do. We don't even need to remove the other side. And then after we film, you know, we're in the house, you know, Barrett, he's like, Dad, I didn't want to say anything when we were filming, but he goes, we totally have to remove the other axle and everything. How is we going to pull the transmission out? And I'm just like, wow, you were right. So I'm just laughing that I actually said that. I wasn't even thinking. So obviously we're on this side. Hold on, take this off or remove that more. Well, not completely, but get it loose enough so we can pull it down. All right, so getting the CV off here, trying to make a huge mess. I think with these, it's 3/8, and it has to be a 12 point. That's the can't. It could be. It's a 3/8 size socket, but it has to specifically be like a 12 point. It can't just be a 6 point.
You still want my weight on this side?
Yeah, just for now. In case I gotta spin it, you're already over there. Might need a new impact. This impact's been running weird. If I remember correctly. Thought so. Maybe. No way. I swear I thought we were able to get this. Oh, yeah. Woo! That totally saved us. All right, give me the strap. Or, yeah, you're just going to have to put the strap up there.
Or like just right here?
Yeah. The bear's just loosening the shifting linkage right there, the little set screw or the set bolt for the shifting. Watch the chains. I guess we'll get the starter off. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So we're just getting these wires off here. Whoop. It was just this nut. There wasn't a washer.
Is the battery switch off?
Yeah. There wasn't a washer or anything with that?
No.
Okay. So we'll have those there. You can just kind of push that one off to the side. This, I'm gonna try to get it. This is pressed there. I don't want to be very careful. Okay. There we go. Starter out here. I do see a bunch of oil and crap. I don't know if that's gear oil was getting thrown up in there from the transmission. We're going to remove one of the adapter bolts here. Then we'll put them up on the heads just so we can just get a little pressure off the motor. Then we'll... I remember those. Those were a pain. So what I'm doing here, I know some people will be like, oh, you're not supposed to do that, or you can't do that. It's like, that may be so, but we've done this before. Everything was fine. So I'm just using this one bolt that I'm gonna put up. Actually, depends. There's still quite a bit of thread. Well, see, that's what I was afraid of last time, but that might be enough thread to not bend it. Because last time, when I was looking at my old photos, I think we utilized it here to just get some of the motor weight off. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't really see a problem. I don't really see a problem with doing it down here. I just want to make sure it has enough thread. I think we could do that. Okay. That should be okay. And now let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay, that should be good there. We'll just have to cut some of the zip ties.
Lined. Right in front of your eyes. What, do we have to take 3 out of the 4 out?
Yes. I'm just gonna set these here.
Set them right there, remember where they're at.
It's got to be the thread locker that we had them in before. It's all, you know, just kind of in the threads. So I was gonna say go slow, and the other one, the stud or whatever was spinning. Is this one just?
No, the stud's not spinning on this
Oh,
one.
good.
Would you throw out your back?
No, I just. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. Wait.
Got it?
Yeah. You think the bolts are still in the motor?
Oh yeah, they for sure are. I remember last time we had to kind of walk it, wobble it loose. I'm just trying to see if we need to go up a little more, so that way we can yank it out. Go up like just a little more. 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 I think we could work with that. So we finally got it cracked. As you can see here. Separating it, like I said, who knows? But I definitely see some oil coming out. I don't know if it's engine oil, you know, somehow through the seal or the, you know, I guess that'd be the rear main. Not sure. Or if that's gear oil, you know, transmission oil that's coming from whatever seals or like the bearings and the seals up in there. I don't know. We'll see when we get this all out. Finally.
Finally. About time.
Okay. Got her out. So, like I said, we see some oil flinging in here, but I don't know. I don't know if it was coming from the seal up in here. Don't go all the way. You know, I'm not 100% sure, whatever, if there's coming from there or up in the, somewhere in the motor, like up where the clutch is at. And like the flywheel, I guess it possibly the rear main.
It looks like maybe, because it looks like there was like oil dripping previously. Maybe.
Huh? But then why would that lock up? So either way, in this project, I think I might get a new flywheel, because the last time we had this apart, it was kind of, we got it resurfaced, and I don't know, I didn't think it was that good, so I'll probably get a new one. Gonna get a new, probably stage 3 Kennedy clutch kit, or pressure plate and all that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna send this in, most likely to go take it over to Ron's with Sand Car Services. So, let's crack this. See if there's any more in there. Whoa. Smash my freaking head. Hard.
Ow! I just hit my head on the garage.
I don't ever remember that being like that hard like that to get off.
Dry?
No.
No?
That's interesting. It's definitely, I mean, it's not right at the threads, but I mean, putting my finger in right when I get it through, and then, you know, I kind of angle my pinky down in there. There's definitely oil in there, so it's not dry of oil, so it didn't run dry. Now let's drain it. I gotta drain it when we go to Sand Car Services anyways. Last time, I just wasn't thinking, and you know, when I talked to him on the phone, you know, obviously it goes without saying, you know, deliver it over there without oil in it. But he didn't say, and I wasn't thinking, and just my mind, I'm like, oh, you know, he'll want to see it, you know, with oil on there, with oil in it. Nope. Should have drained it, took it to his shop, and then ended up spilling oil over his shop, and he was pissed. So. Not sure what all that is, but
That is.
that, I mean, there's,
Let me hold my phone with 2 hands this time. Just in case.
there's a little bit of metal shards, not too bad. Oh,
Yeah, don't spill that. It's actually like barely just enough where it's almost overfilling. That's gonna be a hard time trying to get all that out.
well, I wanted to see it. Well, I don't see any metal chunks or anything, so that's good.
Yeah, that could be good.
But I didn't lock it up.
Who knows? It could be all the double clutching you're doing.
Huh. Just gonna drop a magnet in here just to see if anything comes out.
There's a whole tooth.
Wow.
Anything?
It's clean.
Really?
So no metal teeth, no metal. I mean, that's a good sign. That means maybe we didn't blow.
Yeah, but what then? What did we do?
Yeah, how did it seize? What seized? That's interesting.
It's very confusing, actually.
Maybe good news for us. I maybe take it into Ron's and it's only going to cost me like $1,500 or whatever for a refresh.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
And
nice?
then maybe it was something else. Maybe our clutch seized. We'll have to get into that too when I take that apart. But anyways, I guess just for this one, I mean, we'll probably end this video here. I know it's going to be probably a long one. Like I said in the beginning, you know, my son Barrett and I we're definitely no pros. As you're watching this video, you're like, a lot of you probably going to be like, oh man, I can't believe they did that. But hey, we did what we had to do. Don't have all the money in the world, you know, to take it into a shop and have them, you know, tear everything. You know, as you can see, we got it out. The oil, yeah, the oil's a little black, but you know, it was kind of clean coming out for a while. And then, you know, it's a little dirty, but you know, it had 4, 5, 6 trips on it, maybe even more. But gonna end the video here, but like I said, we're gonna probably take off the clutch, take off the Kennedy clutch, probably do a new flywheel. Maybe we'll get all that in a separate video. I'm probably gonna do a pilot bearing, rear main seal, and you know, a little more investigation of what caused this thing to seize and lock up on us. You know, something maybe gave way inside the transmission. I don't know, bearings, I'm not sure. I'm not a transmission guy, but all I know is there's no chunks of metal in there, which that's a good sign. We had an 091 on an old buggy with a Honda motor, and the ring and pinion shattered on that and ran through all the gears, and there was all kinds of chunks and metal in that. So anyways, hopefully this would help anybody. I mean, just watching the process, it's depending on your buggy. You know, some buggies that, you know, you have no choice but to, you know, pull out the motor, or you know, maybe another buggy you would have to pull out the seats, you know. But for at least this you know, V8 Sand car, it was relatively easy. We didn't even have to pull out the seats. The first time Barrett and I did this, we did pull out the seats, and now we learned you can do it without doing that. So not that big of a deal. But everyone, thanks for watching, and like I said, if you like this at all, just, you know, like and subscribe, and we'll do another video with us probably getting this in, and then a Glamis prep video. I mean, Glamis is upon us. And then also we have another video probably coming up with a little surprise, little new addition to the family.
Little surprise video?
Yeah, a little something that wasn't expected, but it's one of those where, hey, when opportunities come around, you just get it. So probably seeing that video soon. So we'll see everyone on the next one.